Thank you, everyone. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you tonight's gala chairs, Meghan and Tim Halleron. Come on up, make some noise. Let's go.
Thank you. Oh, they have it for us. Oh, great.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Tim Halleron. This is my wife, Meghan Halleron. All the applause are for her. I know. Deserved. We want to welcome you to the 17th annual King of Hearts Gala supporting Christ the King, Jesuit College Prep. Meghan and I and our 4 children have had amazing Jesuit educations. Everyone deserves a first-class education, and we're proud to support Christ the King in its mission to educate and prepare the young people of the Greater West Side to lead successful lives of integrity, faith, and servant leadership. We got involved with CTK because our dear friend and classmate from Holy Cross, Clem Martin, is the president of the school. And Meghan's dad, Jack McNamara, Jack Mac, yep. He worked with so many others to make CTK a reality. We're also excited to be honoring Mike Heaton tonight.
Woo!
Mike deserves our great appreciation for his years of service to Christ the King. Now over to Meghan.
Okay, thank you. When I was younger, my dad told my 6 siblings and me many stories about his work with the Contract Buyers League in Lawndale. And the stories continued into my adulthood with regular updates about Christ the King and its families. So it's our honor to support Christ the King tonight. And this night would not be possible without the help of so many others. Thank you to the Gala Committee for all their hard work, and to our sponsors and auction donors for their generous contributions. And of course, thank you to the team at CTK who made this night possible, especially Maureen Kelly, Sotera Barraza, Clem Martin, and Jeff Smart. Thank you all for being here. Yep, they're the best. Thank you all for being here and supporting CTK, and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meghan and Tim. We appreciate your leadership this evening. And tonight I'd like to let you know that we're bestowing the Footsteps of St. Ignatius Award to someone who embodies the spirit of St. Ignatius in his service to Christ the King, Jesuit College Prep. Please join me in welcoming Jack Jiganti, who will introduce our award recipient, Mike Heaton. Let's put our hands together for Jack Jiganti.
How the heck do you follow that? Give me a break. You notice Father Joshua has moved away. That's at my request. I've never spoken at a Jesuit event when I wasn't looking over my shoulder to see which Jesuit was going to come and grab me by the ear and drag me off to jug when I said the wrong word. Thanks for giving me the space, Father Joshua. Tonight, Christ the King Jesuit College Prep is awarding the Footsteps of St. Ignatius Award. This award is given to an individual who has given himself in an exceptional manner in service of the mission of Christ the King. All true, however, in simple terms, the award celebrates the life and work of a man who embodies the Jesuit precept to set the world on fire and to live as a man for others. This is Mike Heaton. Devoted to family and faith are the life he lives. Tonight, we celebrate his dedication to the mission of Christ the King to educate young people in the warmth of a faith community and give them opportunities to expand their horizons in their work-study experience. Mike was one of the original on the original board of Christ the King. His contributions of time and treasure were many and lasting. But he found his niche in the most precious need of the school. Mike generated jobs. He was persistent, creative, and in the end, exceptionally successful in bringing work to the work-study experience. You heard a lot of no's, some polite, and some not so polite no's. Mike persisted and succeeded. He serves as an outstanding inspiration and leader for the many others that answered the call and recruited jobs. Mike, as many of you know, is a faithful son of Notre Dame and a graduate of the university and its law school, with successful athletic careers in football and golf. Father Theodore Hesburgh, the president of Notre Dame, when Mike was there, wrote in his book, God, Country, and Notre Dame, one of the greatest modern heresies is that in this modern world, one man cannot make a difference. Father Ted is somewhere looking down proudly as Mike receives this award and proves his point. Mike makes a difference. He is a man for others.
You know, until this moment, I actually thought that Jack and Clem were going to roast me. Thank you, Jack, for those very kind remarks. Thanks also to Clem Martin and the Christ the King Board for bestowing upon me the footsteps of St. Ignatius of Loyola Award. I am deeply honored to receive this award. I have been and will continue to be a strong supporter of Christ the King. As grateful and honored as I am to receive this award, I want to thank those who made it possible for me to put in the time and effort for Christ the King. First and foremost is my wife, Barbara, who has always been supportive of my work for Christ the King. Thank you, Barbara. I would also like to thank my partners at O'Keefe, Lyons, and Hines, who supported me when I recommended the firm become a corporate work sponsor for the Cristo Rey Jesuit High School in Pilsen in 1996, and again in 2008 when the firm began sponsoring Christ the King students. By way of background, in 1995 I met with Father John Foley and Father Chris Devron, who asked if I thought the law firm would consider supporting a new type of high school in the inner city. It was to be a high school for low-income families who would integrate 4 years of college prep academics with continuous professional work that would pay for their tuition. After listening to their presentation, I brought the idea back to my partners who, without any hesitation, agreed to sponsor a team of students. I am very proud to say that 29 years later, the firm continues sponsoring Christ the King and Cristo Rey students. I should also like to thank my late friend, Jack McNamara, who recommended me for the Christ the King board in 2007. And as some of you may know, Jack was instrumental in getting the Christ the King School situated in the Austin neighborhood. Finally, I would like to thank all of you for believing in the promise of our Christ the King students. Your generosity continues to ensure that despite limited income, all Christ the King students have access to a rigorous Jesuit college prep education and an unlimited future. This transformational opportunity of a Christ the King education is only possible when people like you, the leaders in this great city, step up and demand it for our children. So please step up and raise those paddles. Again, thank you for this honor.
Yeah, please, please.
I'd like to add to the record here something that I grievously overlooked. Mike Heaton is the second winner or honoree of the Footsteps of St. Ignatius Award. He happens to be the first male. The first winner, totally appropriately, and she's here with us tonight, is Sister Mary Fran McLaughlin. And we would be remiss without honoring her because she was there at the beginning. She was the inspiration for so many of us. Thanks, Sister Mary Fran.
Thank you, Jack.